What's up guys, I'm starting off today's video in my home garage because I felt like I had some explaining to do after I just got done editing this video. In the last video, you see me purchase that 2004 Nissan 350Z that is supposed to be a budget track car to go to the road course and do some fun stuff. You guys have never done that. A lot of fun. And one of the other cars that has been on my radar for a long time, or I've been kind of, it's in my search, like rotation of just searches to see if there's a cheap one for sale, is an Acura Rsx Type-S. So just so happened to be scrolling through the local newspaper and go to the classified section. There's a pawn shop that had an RSX listed for sale, basically for like a blowout price because they're essentially closing down. No pictures, no information, anything like that. Basically, I called them. I said, hey, do you still have that? They're like, yeah, we just pulled it around and it just came out of pawn. It's been sitting in pawn for 8 months. I got there, it was literally like the battery was dead. What I've really been wanting to do for a while is actually take two cars to the track and do kind of similar mods to them and see how fast you could kind of get either one. We're gonna take the 350Z and the RSX to the track. Just so you guys know, today is the last day for 7x entries, and there's only 1 week left to enter for a chance to win the Telluride or the $50,000 in cash. Telluride is a really awesome daily, especially if you have like a family. It's got a third row, it's got leather, it's got all-wheel drive. And if that is not your thing, we have a $50,000 cash option, which you could use $50,000 and you could go and buy like probably 10 RSX Type-S's or 350Zs and have a whole lot of fun at the track with your friends. Check the link in the description. Appreciate all the support on the giveaway. Let's hop in the Telluride and let's go freaking buy this RSX Type-S and see how much of a basket case it is. Sean, buddy, good morning.
How you doing?
All right, so we're taking the Telluride. I think you hit this thing twice and it unlocks. Oh, no, maybe. Got my buddy Sean and this thing, and we are actually headed go and look at and possibly buy another car for the shop.
Yeah, a nice car.
All right, boys, so we took this thing for a quick little drive. There's no pictures, no information posted on this thing online. I thought it was actually going to end up being silver, but turns out this is like that gold. I think like most of them were this color, which is really lame color. It has a muffler delete in the back. Check out that. It has 220,000 miles on it, and it is at a pawn shop. But overall, it's got a little bit of damage right here. No hail damage. Doesn't really look like any hail damage. Maybe a couple little dings and stuff here and there just from like parking lot stuff. There's a stick that holds up this thing in the back. Looks like it used to go right here. Paint is chipping. Basically every single RSX that you ever look at that has sat outside for any amount of time is like, unless it was garage from day one.
Looks like this. Yeah,
so it's got little bumper stuff. The engine bit, do you want to pop the hood again? Yeah. Let's pop the hood. The layer of fur that is on the inside of this thing is ridiculous. Look at this. This is all from their dog. Pretty serious. Pretty nasty back here too. So I don't know why I like junk. You can see the steering wheel. Thing's doing great, but it is a 6-speed manual. Purrs like a kitten though. It's got all the oil.
Should we show them the motor mount?
The motor mount just jerks around like crazy.
Yeah, rubber's gone.
The old one. I don't think he wants to smoke, do you think? And from this thing. But it doesn't look like it's been wrecked in the front, which is a huge deal. It has the factory radiator support. Even look at all the welds and stuff, everything looks good. Because pretty much every one of these things has been plowed in the front, and you can never get them to fit right, is what it seems like. And even this one, yeah, look, that just needs.
It's just missing its boys,
but it has the VIN number on there.
Yeah, factory.
So I hate this color. I hate the tan, but this is it. It's got the seats, a little bit of wear right here, and then I guess we have that right there, 219,000 miles. But if you turn on this thing, it actually has ice cold AC. The steering wheel is really nice. It's missing the deck, and yeah, basically somebody took this thing to the pawn shop, got their coin for it, and then never picked it up, and they didn't get their thing back. So what do you think? So they're asking $2,900, $2,999 plus tax.
We can get this.
Yep. This thing's broke. This thing probably works still because it's a Honda. I don't know. Let's go see if it pops tech. In the comments, is it gonna pop tech? I think if there's no check engine light, it's gonna pop tech. We had to put fuel in it because it was completely empty. The light was on. I guess it's been sitting in pawn
8 months.
8 months, and it just came out like 2 days ago. and now we're taking it for a drive.
We're goofs, buddy.
Are you ready for the rip?
Rip.
Actually, we're gonna wait until we get on.
Oh yeah.
The VTEC, yeah. Yeah, the motor mount is like, it feels like the engine's just flopping
It
around.
is. No, it is. The motor mount is bad. Big time.
Ready?
Let's go ahead. Oh! Oh! Every bit of like 58.
Oh!
58, buddy.
Got the leaves flying off the hood.
Yeah. VTEC at 5,800.
Ready for a third year VTEC?
That motor mount is doing fantastic.
So overall, I'm actually pretty impressed. 220,000 miles, 03 or 04. It hits tech. Listen to this. Woo! We did put premium in it too, so we're just blowing out the cobwebs. I mean, it shifts good. The transmission feels all right. AC is actually cold, and the motor mounts are shot, but overall, I mean, you can't find like a running, driving, complete RSX that hasn't been wrecked or engine swapped or taken apart. Like normally all of this stuff right here in the dash is missing. No check engine lights. It's complete. No rust. The pinch welds and everything look good underneath it. And definitely whoever had it was, you know, definitely probably not at the greatest point in their life, but they obviously they pawned it off, and you know, they're probably, I don't know if they're living in here with their dog or something, but runs good. It's not overheating. We've been driving it for a little bit. It's gonna need a battery, but overall a transmission, a Type S 6-speed tranny is about $1,000. That engine K20A2 is about $1,000. The catalytic converters on this thing are probably like $500 or something, so we're at $2,500 just by that, and they want $2,900 for it, and it's a running, driving car. I always kind of try to, like when I buy a car, like almost buy it in parts, like, oh, I could part it out with 3 things and make my money back. And we're pretty close there, so I think I'm gonna ask them if they'll do 25 on it, because it'll basically be $29,900 plus tax will be what it is, but needs a windshield. It's gonna need paint, but I guess that all depends on what we end up doing with this thing. Overall, the goal would be, is I would like to take this thing to the track and just like jack around with it, kind of like the 350Z, even though the track might be closing here soon, you know? Needs motor. All right, boys, so we did it. We did the thing. We have just enough gas to get us back to the shop. No, actually, it's a Honda. So it was like $3,100 out the door. The Z, I paid about 1/3 less than that. So we're doing all right in that department. Man, this windshield is freaking dirty. You can barely see anything out of it. Almost did. What do you do? Chris, you're doing great. Alright, so Blake, what do you think about?
It's a little dirty.
Like, that is ridiculous. What is that thing? This is like a whole dog. That's like there's like a whole dog worth of hair in here.
I know, I saw it.
That is ridiculous.
Look at the other side. Look at the hydraulic one. Look, it's bubbling. That's a hydraulic one, right?
Right, because I was having getting rid of the beans earlier. I was like, no lift shift. I just went like this. I was like,
And you didn't go to third?
nothing.
I bet the tranny liked that too.
Yeah, I was fine. I was like,
Hey, but I know how to rebuild
I was
these
like,
things now.
I was like, I probably shouldn't be doing that on a transmission that I have nothing, I don't know anything about, you know?
Well, I know how to rebuild them now. So we're fine.
So we'll just order a synchro kit.
Yeah, I spent the last 3 weeks working on one, so I got it down pat now. Like, we won't take $100 off the car, but we'll put a new battery in it. $120 battery. That's great. I'm glad I made Yeah, because it's 120 bucks at Walmart. Is there any more money in there?
I really want to pet this. What should we name this dog in here?
Oscar.
Oscar Mayer cigarette.
Lake High. Oh, sorry, buddy. Don't get anybody swinging tips.
All right, guys, so right here you can see this back carpet is just, I don't know, it looks like something happened right there. So a good trick of trying to fix this or figure this all out is actually just pressure washing the carpet. Normally you hit it with like a degreaser, anything like a carpet shampoo. Normally what we do is we put almost carpet shampoo in the foam cannon, this stuff, hit it with like an acid brush for like your floor, and then pressure wash it out, and then it actually turns out really nice. All right, guys, so pretty much made the decision that this thing almost is ready for the track, but it's not really ready for the track. But we're gonna take the 350Z to the track tomorrow, which this thing is pretty close. We still have a couple things we need to do to it in the morning, which you guys will see about that in the track prep video, which is essentially gonna be, we're gonna be prepping this thing as well. So we're gonna take this thing to the track. We're not putting the interior back together. We went ahead and just put the 2 seats in it, just so that we could actually go out there and kind of ride along with each other, and like I could give these guys instruction on how to get faster.
Yeah, just like the drag race in Houston, huh?
On account of they'll probably be a little bit slow. But this carpet turned out great. I mean, really, like, if it wasn't for it being so like randomly stained, it would have been really clean, you know? So I think the plan with the carpet is I'm actually gonna paint it. I was looking up like doing some RIT dye, but you have to use so much dye. And then some of these carpets, they're a synthetic material, so the dye doesn't really stick to it anyhow. So I'm just gonna use carpet paint and just paint the carpet again. Maybe I'll paint it tan, maybe it'll look great.
Somebody pooed, so we gotta get that.
Yeah, somebody got some poo in it, but overall, it turned out pretty good. There's no hair in it anymore, and the interior of the RSX won't stink. So we're essentially gonna take it to the track tomorrow. Blake is dismounting the wheels over there. We're gonna put some different tires on it. We're gonna get some different brake pads, and we should be ready to go. Also, we're gonna change the oil, but that's probably gonna be it for the RSX. So if you guys are stoked up to see the 350Z versus the RSX on the track, and I don't know, I definitely know the Z has a lot more power. It has a lot more braking power, but you know, you never know with the little VTEC machine. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to kind of race these things and kind of get back to, like, you know, more of a budget type of thing. I think this is really relatable for a lot of you guys, and you know, it just keeps it cheap and it keeps it fun. And I've never been to the track with actually one of my, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
What is that?
Sound, buddy.
Oh, wow.
I guess, I don't know.
Ride, yeah, maybe.
I've never seen that before, and I
maybe they ride really quiet. Yeah, that is weird. Look at all that foam.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I guess that just makes them really quiet. I guess, you know, you'll get that with these high-end cars like this.
High-end.
All right, guys. Well, if you want to see these things at the track, be sure to, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, let me know what you think. Kia Telluride giveaway ends October 31st, and go check out the website. Otherwise, we're track prepping right now. Sorry, the videos have been kind of out of nowhere, but $3,000 RSX versus $1,000 350Z.